It's the Joel Shit Show featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So, back to normal episodes. Election coverage is over until the next election. I think we have 3 this year, so it won't be too long. So, yesterday, I didn't know where I was going to watch the Super Bowl. I was expecting to watch it with a friend of mine, because he's a big Patriots fan, but he got invited to a party, so I was like, that's fine, go enjoy that party. And then around 10:50 he calls me and says, hey, I never heard from the guy where the party was, so I'm not going, because I don't know where it is, or when it is, or anything. And he's like, so I'm going to go down to the Buccaneer if you want to go to the game. I was like, okay. So the Buccaneer is a sports bar on Polk between Vallejo and Broadway in Russian Hill. And it's a Boston sports bar, so I've watched Red Sox playoff games. I saw the Super Bowl 40 victory over the Eagles there, and they do Bruins and Celtics too, I'm sure, but I haven't been there to see any of those games because my friend doesn't really care about basketball, and he was a Hartford Whalers fan, not a Boston Bruins fan. Kind of tells you when he lived there, of course, because they're Carolina now. So the game starts at 3:20 Pacific, right, or 3:30 Pacific, but the bar itself you figure is going to get crowded early, and the bar opens at 1, and it's already 11, so I can't take the train because I'll get there too late. And he can't hold a seat for me forever. He can hold a seat for me for a little while. So I was like, I'm going to have to drive. And I don't like driving to the city. Well, it depends on where I'm going. Like, I'll drive to the Richmond because there's plenty of parking there. There's no parking in Russian Hill. But it's Super Bowl Sunday, and San Francisco is kind of a sports apathetic city. So with it being the Super Bowl, I didn't know whether that would mean nobody would be there or what. But I figured, well, we'll go and we'll find out. So I was on Van Ness, and I was going to make a right turn on Broadway, and then a left on Polk to get there, and then find parking. Well, I'm right before Broadway, and I look, and there's a space on Van Ness on the side, and being the parallel parking expert that I am, done. So I was like, okay. So I was a 2-block walk away, and that was great. Turns out the bar didn't open until 1. I got there at 12:20, and there weren't a lot of people waiting in line. People didn't start showing up until about 2:30. So we got to shoot a couple of games of pool. I won 3 out of 4 games, and the only game I lost is because I lost my patience and made the 8-ball too early. I didn't have a shot, and so I thought I'd try something crazy, and the 8-ball was already sitting next to one of the corner pockets, so it didn't take much for me to knock it in. I know better than that. Oh, and then I played poker last night, and I won $80 because I came in 4th in a 90-person sit-and-go. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.